Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard caps apply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday. Guys, we have things and things and things. Oil news, we got like strikes and kaplows. Oh my gosh, TikTok isn't on. Sorry, TikTokers. But we have a lot going on with US Iran stuff, so we're gonna do the oil beat. We're also gonna talk about the obvious that the banks are now saying. Oh my God, when I read you this headline, I just need to see laugh emojis everywhere because the banks say something and they're stating the obvious, and we're like, I think we've like known that. Anyway, we also have more Clarity Act news. Also, of course, we're going to go over what happened with the Fed yesterday, and actually Blockchain Academy. We're going to chat about Hawkish versus dovish and what that means. I actually have my whiteboard. I had a graphic made, but like I just like didn't enjoy how it came out, so I got my whiteboard as my backup. So if you guys are ready for this, that's the news, the education, especially Blockchain Academy, brought to you by Uphold. Please make sure you smash like, subscribe, share it out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 26,030. I don't know, YouTube doesn't like this number apparently. Every time we get close, YouTube takes away our subs. But we will continue to get after it. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our two amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet and Uphold. We're going to do Blockchain Academy in a little bit. All right, guys, let me say good morning to you guys real quick. I see Alex Caimana's over on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok, I forgot to turn you on, but you're here now. Hi. We got Jesse, Silver Days, Mike Volmer, Flat Earth, Shadows here, David Bowles, Rob C, White Blue Eye, Mark Smithson. So I took away his phone. Professor Randy's in class today, guys. Class is in session. Let's do it. My G is in chat. We got Ray. Good morning, Elric. Black Hat. We got Eddie. Good morning, Chipper with a gold coin. Thank you for that. Mike Mazzone is on X. Dano. Good morning. Who else? We got Peace over here. You Grow. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Sola Hefe. What's up? Ian, I see you. Warpaint. Good morning. Oh, Dano says love you. Well, right back at you. All right, guys, let's get into the zest, shall we? We got like a lot to cover today and not enough time in the freaking world, all right? So let's get into it, guys. Bitcoin. First, we got bubbles. I'm liking the bubbles today. We're seeing a lot more green. Whenever I see green, I get pretty happy. And also Bitcoin, again, is just teeter-tottering, and we're really looking to target 67.6. That is important. Again, these are the two critical levels from 2021 as per why they are highlighted in pink. And again, if you guys are not on YouTube, you're not going to see the charteries, you're not going to see the videos, you're not going to see all the zest, so you have to go to YouTube, pretty freaking please. Also, we are up 1.7% at $64,989 right now. Again, we are actively battling 65K. I would like if we could get there. We're just $5 below it at the moment. We do have a green dot printed. Oh, there's 65K. Let's freaking go. Let's see rocket emojis. We do have a green dot here. Let's see if it confirms and plays out. VWAP looks like it's gonna have a flip. Money flow is green and maintaining that ever so slightly over the last few days, which I tend to enjoy. We are now in a bullish RSI, which is also some good news, guys, because we do like when the RSI kind of retraces, bounces around, creates a little bit of a footing for itself. I do hope that the RSI just takes off and we see something around like that 80K mark. That would be really great. I would love to see 80K Bitcoin again. I think if we saw 80K Bitcoin and we passed that 200-day SMA that's currently at 71.5, we would see some zest. We would see some zest. And then you would see the headlines, the ETF inflows are coming in as Bitcoin hits 80K. Traders are saying that $1 million is coming through, but then other traders are saying that we're going to see 30K Bitcoin. This is just a fake out. I can't wait for the headlines. I feel like someone's going to save that clip and replay it when it actually happens, and I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it. Also, they're saying that Bitcoin is just creating such a roller coaster right now. Oh my gosh. Breaking news. Liquidations. I guess the headlines, they just were not satisfied with talking about the fear of the ETFs. But now we got liquidations back in play. About $286 million of liquidations. Let's learn more. Okay. Beep. According to CoinGlass, about $286 million in positions were liquidated only across 87,000 traders. Guys, that is not a lot of people. Not a lot of people that got liquidated here. Again, they're making it seem like this is a crazy event. It's literally just 87,000 nerds, okay? Like, that is not a lot. And longs did account for $186 million of the damage. Shorts about $100 million, with the signature of a market that moved hard in both directions and settled back again where it started. So everyone's playing games. With their emotions right now. And again, Bitcoin's been the same price. How are you nerds getting wiped out right now? Let's keep calm freaking HODL on. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Randy would have been a great switchboard operator. You know what? I've been told I could be in a few different career fields. I've been told I could be the news anchor. I can be a voice actor. I would love to be a voice actor. If anyone wants me in their children's movie, I would love to be a freaking voice actor. That would be unhinged of me, but I would love it. And you know what I also love? When banks state the obvious. It's like, oh wow, like I can't believe we finally came to this conclusion that the trad 9 to 5 banking days are dying. Who's saying this? Morgan Stanley. I don't know. How many years have we been talking about this? How many months has it been now? Oh wait, almost a year, over half a year since like December to January time, where you had NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, saying, oh, we're gonna tokenize stockeries. We're gonna tokenize the markets. It's gonna be 24/7. Oh my gosh. And then we were like, whoa, the institutions can't front run anyone. Oh wait, maybe we can actually see who is placing bets where, because the blockchain is, wait, hold on. Transparent. Oh boy. And I can't wait till the banks also state the obvious, which is that, oh wait, we're finding out where it should be tokenized, and that ETH is so undervalued because most of it will be tokenized on ETH and layer 2s. Oh, or EVM compatible blockchains.
Oh my God.
So this is the article. I just actually audibly laughed. It was like, I'm at my computer at the crack of dawn, not even 7 a.m. It's like 6 something, and I'm like just dying. I'm dying laughing at this because I just love when they state the obvious and they're like, it's our idea. You sure? The financial industry is moving toward a world where markets never close. Oh boy, wait, what? Payments settle in real time? No way! And investors expect access to their money around the clock? Whoa, I'm shook. Morgan Stanley executives who say tokenization is accelerating a shift away from trad banking hours. Well, call me a daisy in the field that just got stepped on because I'm freaking flattered and shocked. I'm like literally flattened. I'm like, whoa. I'm bewildered. I'm absolutely bewildered. Sorry, I'm just extra sarcastic today. I thought this was so funny. They're like, oh my gosh, tokenization means 24/7. Tokenization means transparency. You mean people that work night shift can also participate in the stock market? Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. I just feel like it's just going to open a whole new world. A lot of extra liquidity too will come into the system. I'm very bullish on this, very bullish. But at least the banks are stating the obvious because they just want to make it seem like it's their idea. We did NFTs. We put like images on blockchain and they're like, NFTs? Hold on, bro. Let's rebrand and call them RWAs. And then we're just going to put our own tokenized items on blockchain. Oh, but they're not NFTs or RWAs because we said it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm very sarcastic today. Guys, please make sure to smash the like, subscribe, and share. Andy says there's only a few likes when there's well over 100 people watching. I agree. I concur with that statement. We have an influx of individuals. What up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Echo says, woo, I caught your stream. Well, hello, bestie. And if you want a better experience, go to the U of Tube. Okay, guys, we do have news from CENTCOM, Central Command, which I really don't live far from. I don't really know how I feel about it. I've actually been on the Air Force Base down here in the Tampa, Florida. And I literally have been in front of CENTCOM building. And I'm always shook. I'm like, whoa. Haven't been on base in over a year, though. It's okay. Sometimes I don't know if I want to be there. Their gym was great. I'm not going to lie. Their gym was pretty good. They lacked air conditioning in certain areas, but overall good equipment. Anyway, we do have the battle between the US and Iran. We're going to check in on oil, but we do have news in relation to CENTCOM, strikes, and Bitcoin in relation to Iran. We're going to dive into all of it, so keep calm, huddle on, let's do it. First, CENTCOM, Central Command, says that US forces began launching strikes against Iran at 8 p.m. Eastern. That was last night. The strikes are a powerful response, emphasis, to yesterday's attempted Iranian attacks on U.S. forces based in the Middle East. So again, like we thought ceasefire, but ceasefire turned out to be sheeshfire, and there is still kaplooing. Now, the whole thing comes down to sanctions, and they're trying to say oh, you can't use A, B, and C to transact. Don't transact with Iran. No fees through the Strait of Hormuz. But you already know that they've been using Tether. Iran holds a lot of Tether, which again, I thought was very interesting of them, an interesting play because Tether, USDC, most of these stable coins do work with three-letter agencies, and they have frozen and then unfrozen Iran's funds. It's getting a little fishy out here. Get it? Because Strait of Hormuz, fish in the sea. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyways, so basically Iran is using Bitcoin to evade restrictions. And again, this is a part of the global move of de-dollarization. And the US needs to act fast and promote stable coins and promote Bitcoin as a way of tracking funds. Because again, you can never stop people from moving money. They could use cash if they wanted to. 2 to 5% of the world's GDP is laundered through cash. That is trillions and billions and trillions of dollars every year. So no matter what, if people want to move money, they will. But at least if it's with Bitcoin, you will see where the money goes via blockchain, period, end of story. The U.S. Treasury has sanctioned 2 Iranian maritime firms involved in an alleged IRGC-backed insurance network, saying one accepted Bitcoin and the other digital assets to bypass Western sanctions. Well, OFAC said that the Persian Gulf Marine Insurance Company and Hormuz Safe Marine Services Authority were integral to what they describe as an IRGC-backed insurance network that required commercial vessels to buy approved coverage before transiting the Strait of Hormuz. The firms were designated as operating in Iran's financial sector. The action comes after earlier reports that Iran was considering a Bitcoin-based maritime insurance platform. U.S. authorities now allege that the network generated revenue for the IRGC. The Treasury sanctioned 8 companies linked to Iran's shadow fleet and identified 8 vessels as blocked property. OFAC says Hormuz Safe accepted Bitcoin and other crypto, I wonder what that was, as part of efforts to evade sanctions. It alleged that the platform generated revenue on behalf of IRGC while helping Iran exert greater control over the shipping through the strait. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said the United States will not allow Iran to hold global commerce hostage. I mean, again, like, this is actually freaking ridiculous, I must say. Like, they cannot, like, what the US needs to, like, clock is that they cannot control a decentralized financial system. What they should do is at least monitor it and put up the receipts and say, hey, yo, they're using Bitcoin. This is addressed from point A to point B, and this is what the transaction allowed them to do. This was the insurance, or this was the fee to go through the Strait of Hormuz. Like, they should provide receipts, because maybe this could be part of flooding crypto. But again, if the US could also think about it this way in the back of their head, say, we could enact the Bitcoin Act, which would permit the US to acquire 200,000 Bitcoin per year, essentially owning 1 million out of the 21 million. And if you look at how many Bitcoin are really on the market, I would estimate it's way less than 10 million Bitcoin that are floating around right now. And if they owned like one of the 10 million, ooh, yes, that's more Bitcoin for us, less Bitcoin to be moved on the market by the IRGC. Ooh, I just feel like if the US just kept stacking and buying the Bitcoin, it's less than for other people to use, which means if they hold more, they know where that stash is, and then it's easier for them to track where the other money is moving. Am I crazy? I don't know. Let me know if that theory, because I thought about this extensively earlier. I was like, I probably should have a conversation with AI and see what AI thinks, but financial investigators will tell you crypto's 80% for criminal activities and money laundering. False. Absolutely false. If you look at the amount of crypto transactions, out of all crypto transactions that are illicit, it's less than 1%. And that less than 1% is a fraction of the amount of money that's laundered through cash and through the banks that disregard AML measures, just pay off the fines. And again, I literally just said trillions of dollars every year is laundered with cash. Trillions. So miss me with that FUD, dude. Miss me with that FUD. Actually, you are able to catch more money laundering because, again, if you're laundering money with crypto, you're a silly darn goose. You're a silly goose because the blockchain is transparent. They will find you. They will find you. It's a lot harder to catch people that are using cash. Okay, it's a lot harder than people think it is. Okay, so let's miss with that propaganda. Okay. Guys, please smash a like and share. Also, let's check in on oil as this news is breaking out. $84 oil, dude. Ugh, no. I need a sound for this. Hold on.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
$84 a barrel. Look at that. How crazy. Guys, we need lower oil. Guys, put your gas prices in your area. Oh, you have chicken nuggets? I really want a chicken nugget. I would love a chicken nugget. Anyway, speaking of things that are crazy, let's also talk about the Clarity Act. Again, we got news on the Clarity Act that you guys should know about. And lately, we've been having a lot of back and forth over ethics. Oh my word, Donnie T, meme coin, Congress, stocks. Oh wait, never mind. We don't talk about that. Ethics, crypto stock. Ethics, crypto, Donnie T. This is where we did have like that rumor that Donnie T had a meeting last week over ethics, and I thought they reached an agreement. Like, I thought we had something going on, but apparently the Dems are like, oh no, wait, LOL. And I believe this is a bipartisan move too, both left and right. So I shouldn't say just Dems, but it's both Republican Dems. Apparently people want to send stricter ethics rules on Donnie T's crypto ventures. And let's check out what this is. Boop, Clarity Act news coming for you. Excuse me. The crypto market structure bill, again, Clarity Act's future could depend on the reception of legislative language hashed out by Senators Tom Tillis and Ruben Gallego, according to people briefed on the effort, who said the initial job is done to revamp part of the bill that would limit government officials from direct ties to crypto projects. However, it's unclear who has seen the latest effort from the bipartisan duo that's been trying to negotiate a final acceptable compromise, but it would need to go through final approval from the White House and buy-in from a lot of Dems before the Clarity Act can knock down its final dominoes to get a vote on the Senate floor. Now, again, this basically wants to ban senior government officials from direct ties to the industry, and Donnie T recently agreed to accept a narrow version of this concept, surprising some crypto insiders with his willingness, and the White House hailed it as an unprecedented ethics constraint that directly affects the president. I guess it does affect him. What would they actually do with his coin at that point? That is interesting. But again, they really only have pretty much a week from today, technically a week from tomorrow, to do a vote, which is August 7th. So by the 8th, apparently, I heard there might be like some hold on the senators going to touch grass, Congress going to touch grass. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, they're all supposed to go on vacation on the 8th. So we'll see if it passes. Do you guys think Clarity Act will pass? 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Throw it in the chat. Is Clarity Act going to pass? Mr. Trust said it won't pass. I mean, I think there's just too much in the air for them to pass it. Like, if it's not clear on both sides what is expected, then like, should we really be passing Clarity Act? I don't know. There's some good things in there, but I think there should be better things added in there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like this is a little interessante. Yeah, miss us with all that FUD. Do you guys think that Clarity Act will pass? 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. I'm genuinely curious what you think here. We will continue. Ugrow says, those hard workers, I hope they have a second to enjoy those vacations. You're taking me out, sir. You're taking me out. Sometimes it's hard for me to look at your comments, guys, because like you're comedians in there. Mr. Vol said, buenos dias, amigo. Welcome to the show. I should really like brush up on my Spanish. I really should, because I actually like enjoyed learning Spanish. Except for the last teacher I had in high school, I really didn't enjoy her. She was kind of mean. But anyways, the other teachers I had were really good. We all had to sign up for Duolingo. Anyways, let's talk about the Fed and what happened yesterday. And we're going to tie it into Blockchain Academy, because I feel like people don't know what Hawkish and Dovish means. And I felt like this could actually be a very cute Blockchain Academy. So let's do it. Blockchain Academy brought to you by Uphold starts now. Let's do it. Woo! Welcome to Blockchain Academy, everybody. We're going to talk about the Fed, what happened yesterday, and then we are going to dive into what Hawkish means and what dovish means, because I feel like people don't know. And this is like, an intro to crypto show, an intro to finance. We are ushering the next generation of individuals into finance, and because everything is getting tokenized, well, we got to know what all these other things are that are getting tokenized, because now it's like our worlds are just colliding. They're going like, woo, right now. So, despite the Fed holding rates yesterday, analysts in the space are saying that the Fed's hold was considered hawkish. Take a gander. The Fed held interest rates steady in a decision shadowed by unusual uncertainty after several prominent voices had called for a hike. Bitcoin again barely even moved. Kev Warsh had his press conference, and despite the calm, analysts appear divided on the post-Fed outlook for Bitcoin. Again, like people were really actually betting that he would have a dovish position because he was like, oh no, we're not going to have higher rates. And Donnie T was like, we need to have the lowest rates ever. But we don't know the truth on this, honestly. This is all hearsay. Some are calling for the Fed's decision the least favorable outcome for digital assets, where others are taking a more constructive view. Others emphasize that Bitcoin's outlook depends on what happens with other assets, with some saying real test for Bitcoin would still lie ahead of the September Fed meeting. Again, this is like, oh, so July is going to determine it all. Oh, September is going to determine it all. And then by the time we get to September, they're like, actually November. Like, it's just delay. And I feel like people are just not, I don't think anyone really knows what they're saying at the end of the day. Like everyone's, before every Fed meeting, they're like, it's going to happen this way. And then when it doesn't, they're like, but actually the next meeting is when it's going to happen.
Bruh.
Anyways, well, everyone likes to whip out their crystal ball and tell the future. I'm just going to tell you what things are. And so, what does hawkish mean? What does dovish mean? Well, darn it, I got a whiteboard for you. And on TikTok, it's going to be mirrored, so you're not going to see, like, it's all going to be like backwards, basically. So if you want to, like, be cool, like a cool kid or whatever, go to youtube.com/MissTeenCrypto. Rumor has it, my bio has the link, and you just go boop. You click it, you go boop. And then you're able to get after it. So, Professor Randy's entering the chat. Blockchain Academy is coming at you. And so, basically, do you guys like my art? This is so funny. Look. Let me see your TikTok. Look. Hawkish is angry. Dovish is smiley. Look. Anyways, I'm not going to mess around. Guys, go to uphold.com/Randy. Mods Stroke in the live chat. Please sign up for Uphold. We love the XRP debit card. Banger item right here. Okay. So, hawkish versus dovish. I'll actually put up a video tomorrow of my vlog, my coffee vlog. And I'm paying with my XRP debit card, by the way. So, hawkish. Hawkish means grr. And also, you could, I have a little graphic here as well. Again, I really like the dove and the hook, so that's why I kept it. I was like, oh, look at that, that's so cute. Anyway, hawkish means you're fighting inflation. Dovish is like, oh no, like we gotta do the growth of jobs, bro. Hawkish means higher interest rates. Even though we read that it was quite neutral yesterday, they held it. They were like, no, that gives hawkish vibes, bro. Hawkish vibes. Dovish means lower interest rates. Yippee! Hawkish means tighter money, meaning that there's slower borrowing and lending because, again, they're dealing with all these other external things that come with being hawkish and rates going up. Dovish is like, yippee, a little looser, a little free-flowing, which means easier lending and borrowing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And then hawkish, grr, means that there could be lower stocks, like stocks could go, oh, we're just gonna crash now because the Federal Reserve, that's not federal, said that we have higher rates. So then you could also say like it's a stronger dollar, which I wouldn't agree with, but that's what they say. Dovish means a weaker dollar, higher, and then higher prices in the market. So hawkish is higher rates, grr, and everyone suffers. And then dovish is like, yippee, lower rates, let's freaking go. More stockery and crypto gain. Is that good? And then like hawkish is grr, dovish is yippee. I hope that helps. You guys want to take a picture, a little screenshot? Go ahead. I'm thinking of creating a newsletter where I can include my whiteboard lessons on there, and then you guys could get like an email weekly of like things we covered on the show, and also my whiteboards. So I'm working on that. I'm also going to work on some surveys to give you guys too, to help target some better content for the show. But yeah, this is, if you guys want to take a little screenshot, there you go. Hawkish grr, dovish yippee. Whatchamacallit? Mr. Valsek, I should have listened to this young lady. I have benefited much with my recent 7K buy of crypto. Well, don't worry, bestie. We're still early. We're very, very early to Bitcoin. We're very early to crypto. So as long as you keep tuning in, and if you have questions, I do recommend you guys go into the Discord because on Mondays we have the community after show. You could come in and ask questions. Wednesdays is for members. So all you got to do is $2 to $3 a month. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. You get emojis, and then you can also get access to the members only after show on Wednesdays, which is a little more intimate. And again, you could ask me whatever. Blue Knight, thank you for the heart. John said Randy Dove. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. You guys are just being too nice to me today. You guys are being too nice. But essentially, that is hawkish versus dovish. That is Blockchain Academy for you. I really do love Blockchain Academy. I love Uphold, and they're just killing it. Send your newsletter to Congress. Imagine I should put them on my list. Oh my god, it's actually so funny. I really wish I could. I bet some of their emails are public, and then I just start flooding them with my newsletter. But yeah, I think this is so awesome. But yeah, we do have a lot of people watching the show this morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm very happy to see the uptick in viewers this week. I don't know what happened, but I'm grateful that you guys are here, that YouTube is helping us find you. And you loved the after show yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, please smash the like. I know that like all the viewers are sitting here, but like, let's just get up close and personal here. Sorry, I'm going to the YouTube camera. The YouTube camera, as I have mascara under my eye because I keep rubbing my eyeballs. Hello? Hello? Are you here? I see like 130 of you. Or just chilling. And like I appreciate that. It's very cute of you to like be here and chill with us and like maybe like sip a coffee. I would like politely ask you if you wanted to do a little boop action with the like button, little boop 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 do boop boop boop. So there you go. Make sure to smash like. Public emails, what is that? Well, a lot of people like that, like, you know, in Congress or like, you know, your governors or whatever, like most of the time you could look up their offices and they have public emails and public phone numbers. That's why they're always like, call your senator. So that way, like you could prevent certain things from passing you. Because if an obnoxious amount of people call them and say, don't pass X, Y, and Z, then they most likely won't. But yeah, we're getting after it, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Like, it just like makes my heart very warm and fluffy that you guys decide to show up and support me on the daily. But thank you guys. Again, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have such like a wonderful Thursday. We will be live again on Monday. And I am very excited to just like get after it with you guys. So bless all of your hearts. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a blessed day. I have some things I have to take care of as usual. And so thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Please smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Have a lovely Thursday. And I will be posting a little coffee vlog tomorrow. And I get everyone involved in my shenanigans. I really do. So watch out for the coffee vlog tomorrow morning. I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. And I will see you guys live again on Monday. Stay zesty. Mwah. Peace.